Hey, um, I think I, I think I need to, discuss something. It's a bit, difficult to talk about, but, um, it's kind of necessary, kind of like the more primary, how do I say, primary basis for, many other ideas, that I've wanted to put out. Um, it's a it starts when I went on the subreddit for pregnancy, so r/pregnancy, and um I was like I went on that subreddit initially because it just kind of occurred to me while I was like mind wandering that uh pregnancy must be a pretty isolating experience. And it's partly because I feel like this might be a me thing, like, but I also feel like it's kind of also a more broader thing, where when I see like someone who's pregnant, like um I kind of have this like more visceral reaction of like projecting like a vulnerability onto them. It kind of carries this degradation. I mean, I think about like when people say like I don't know if I should say it. It's kind of gross, but I mean, I think people know what I'm talking about if they hear this, like, in the sense that like it's just there's this automatic like disgust, I don't know, like dehumanization that kind of goes on at the sight of like someone being pregnant, and it's strange because like I'm not entirely like against the notion of like possibly also having kids in the future, or like giving birth or something, and yet like when I see pregnancy, it's like I don't really feel in any way identified with it. I mean, I think that's not true. Like I probably do identify with it, and that's but there's like a disowning of it going on, which is why I feel that vulnerability or this vulnerability and it kind of I think what kind of inspired or motivated me to realize this is important is I was on that subreddit, and I saw all these posts of like them saying that they suddenly hate their husbands or their partners during their pregnancy, and I just felt this like recognition of, you know, I don't know, like there was something like instinctual or kind of I don't know, pre-verbal kind of kind of sense I got of recognition. Sorry. Sorry, I heard my roommate and just like trying to keep my voice down, but yeah, there was this like comment under one of those posts saying that basically it might be normal to feel that a degree of hatred because everything changes for somebody who becomes pregnant. Like they get perceived differently, and you know it's very drastic, and they don't like really prepare people for this change. And like I completely recognize that because just my kind of discomfort at seeing like someone who's pregnant, like especially like it's so fucking weird that I'm gonna say this right now, but especially if it's like maybe someone who's like has authority over me, and like it's like I just automatically like pre-sexualize them. I don't know, like there's this like I can feel like some like degrading instinct kind of forming, like just like there's this like loss of control like almost going on within me that's kind of occurring along with like the I guess notions of I don't know, but like I think it's like I mean I never thought of it like that before. Like I never thought to identify myself with people who've been pregnant or who have given birth, and like the reality of that, and yeah, it's like so it's got so much like room for for understanding, like yeah, like I imagine like becoming pregnant and then having to like live through that as like this, it's like nobody knows, like I mean like it's like I don't know, like I feel like the culture in general doesn't know how to act around like pregnancy, if that makes sense. I mean I tried like googling this thing of like the sexualization of pregnant people, and I got like different like articles of first it's like, you know, a fetish, but that's not what I'm really looking for. But then I got like articles about like sexuality during pregnancy, and that's also not what I'm looking for. And like I know this is like so real, like I can't mistake it. It's there is something really real in like this this phenomenon it's like I think is linked to like what's like so erroneously attributed to hormones during pregnancy, and like not to say that like hormones are not a part of it, like very likely it's a significant factor, like or even like the main cause, but it's the way that we talk about it, like I have such a hard time believing it's purely hormonal, like yeah, I mean, just for myself, like thinking about the more intuitive aspects of how I kind of this relationship between the sense of being exposed that pregnancy can kind of that I kind of associate with pregnancy is like I don't know, there's this like feeling of humiliation and just intuitively like it seems to open up a bunch more possibilities for like understanding like the contradictions and like how I kind of frame how I kind of internalize I don't know, like the collective experience. I'm not really making sense, but anyway, like I'm just so baffled by like seeing this, like this is such a big deal, but it's like so the way it's talked about, like the way I've perceived like in the culture how pregnancy is like kind of discussed, I guess, or like this discussed or referred to as like so infantilizing, like it's so I just and I think you can really understand what I'm talking about. Like I mean, think about it, like I'm almost wondering if this is kind of potentially behind like the disgust towards menstruation, like I guess I mean I'm not sure, like, but I mean I never like felt any kind of shame really around my menses. To me they're just like normal, and I mean I might feel like some similar like reactions if I see like I don't know, like an open pad, or like like it kind of have that same like loop kind of triggered of like degradation, or like like this is, or like, the same what do you call it, circuit, I guess. But like, when it comes to myself, like, I mean, I don't like I don't really like it. I don't really like that I have to like wear something that resembles a diaper, I guess. But but to me, it feels, I don't know. It doesn't make me feel like I've regressed or anything. Fuck. Where was I going? Sorry. Oh yeah. Sorry. So I don't know. Like, obviously, like, if someone's like a man, I guess, or maybe, yeah, like, a man, then they would also like be removed from that, further removed from like the experience, the phenomenon of pregnancy, and sorry, uh, uh, and in that case, what is that like? I know that definitely they still experience like that situation, that position of like humiliation, but it seems like there's more potential for, I mean, yeah, like, this is probably like really relevant to homophobia, where there's a sense of, I don't know, I don't know what exactly is like behind it. Like, I feel it myself. Like, I have those reactions myself. I mean, I'm not like super strongly I'm not like consciously homophobic or anything. It's more in a sense of like, I recognize like that argument of like, or that mechanism of like, you're attracted to men and therefore like you're degrading yourself or something like, and so it's kind of clear that like men aren't really like apart, like, separate from, or free, or above like, the sort of kind of the same kind of like humiliation that I kind of sense from how I perceive pregnancy. But there is like this kind of this detachment from it, I guess, like, in a sense that like it's kind of easier to not feel super conflicted on like maybe on a certain level. There's like, yeah, misogyny is different from internalized misogyny, kind of thing. Maybe like there's less cognitive dissonance or less shame. I'm not sure. But like, sorry, I feel like I'm just like rambling, like, completely in a stupid way. But mean, I also think about like I've been watching lots of more content on like biphobia recently, and I also feel like I really recognize that where it's like the joke about like bi women and their boyfriends. That's kind of, yeah, where like a bisexual man is like a gay man, and a bisexual woman is actually a straight woman, kind of thing. Where there's this simultaneous kind of reaction of like you say you want this, but you actually want whatever like masculinity like represents, and at the same time sorry at the same time like wanting that, I guess, like is like kind of a kind of I don't know, mark of shame or something, and that kind of like I think by extension like triggers like aggression, and you know, pretty obvious like yeah, I guess from people who maybe like make these jokes, or maybe like are like consciously homophobic or something like that. And sorry, and that I think it's really easy to like have this like very immediate kind of reaction, in the sense that like there's like in the sense that like these jokes can be kind of when it's made, it can be kind of framed as like, oh, I'm just like observing something that happens, and I'm pointing it out, and it's therefore like factual or something, or like just a neutral observation, and I think it's like I think it's really easy to take that and kind of, and therefore not escape, but basically kind of reproduce or act out like what misogyny actually is, as opposed to what is kind of assumed that what I guess what is assumed that like lesbianism, for example, is supposed to mean, where like it's there's this like expectation, I think, almost, that like lesbianism means invulnerability, almost like there's this like kind of, if a lesbian love can be as deep as or as valid as heterosexual love, then or as like the love that I guess a straight woman would, or like a woman would have with a man, then in a straight relationship, then that like possibly invalidates, like that possibly can cleanse in a sense this whole entire complex of shame and disgust around stuff like pregnancy and how that kind of connects to I don't know, whatever we think is so forbidden and so ponderous in being attracted to men. And